Hi guys, welcome back to the Laker family, where the Lakers just lost to the Portland Trail Blazers 115 to 107 on a back-to-back. They jumped out the gate very quickly. They pounced on the Portland Trail Blazers with a huge lead in the first quarter, and they showed no ill effects from the game from last night. I thought the Lakers were going to make quick of the Portland Trail Blazers, and in somewhat similar fashion to what they did with the Minnesota Timberwolves last night. But as the game went on, tired legs. That's what it looked like. It looked like tired legs all over the place. The Portland Trail Blazers in the second quarter, they made a run of their own, and from that point on until the fourth quarter, the game was kind of nip and tuck. We would pull away by 7 or 8 points, make a couple of mistakes, allow the Blazers to stay in it. They make a quick run, get back in it, then they jump ahead a few points, and then we would try to make a quick run to get back into the game. And ultimately, late, like the last minute of the fourth quarter, we still had our chances to tie the game up with a play here or there, but we just couldn't pull it out. I felt like the only 3 players that came to play tonight was LeBron, KCP, and Dennis Schroeder. Only those 3 came with any type of sense of urgency tonight, and surprisingly, to see LeBron James being one of those players I just mentioned, because you would think that he wouldn't even take a game like this seriously on a back-to-back, but he was going out there. He was trying to win. And I commend him for that. The guy that I was really kind of upset with was Anthony Davis, because he did not play in the game last night. I felt he should have been the one to have the most energy. He kind of disappeared a lot in this game. He didn't get enough touches. He didn't demand the ball enough. And then when he did get his few touches, he didn't look particularly sharp with it. He's got to do better. He's got to do better than that. I'm not going to just pounce on him, jump all over him. It's just one game. But I hoped to not see too many of these games in the future from Anthony Davis, especially if he's looking to have this MVP type of season that he knows he can have, and Laker Nation knows he can do. I really want to commend Dennis Schroeder before moving on, because he did not back down. We finally have this speedy point guard that that's offensively capable of going back at the Damian Lillards of the world. Go back at Stephen Curry, whoever the case may be. This kid can put pressure on those type of point guards. You can't just play the Lakers now as an explosive point guard, thinking that you're going to rest on the defensive end, and that way you'll be able to keep your legs fresh on the offensive end. No, Dennis Schroeder is going to make you work. So Damian Lillard ended up with like 30 points, maybe 32, but those are not easy points, because he had to work for those. He had to use a lot of energy chasing Dennis Schroeder around. This could have easily been one of those 40, 50-point games from Damian Lillard, but the fact that he had to exert a lot of energy guarding Dennis Schroeder on the other end, that really, really kept us in this game, because not too many other players were really contributing. The bench was lackluster tonight after having a spectacular performance last night. They just did not show. Wesley Matthews, man, oh my God, is he Danny Green 2.0? I know it may be too early to tell, but I remember last year we were just waiting waiting and more waiting on Danny Green to eventually pop. And he probably blessed us with what, 2 or 3 decent games here and there out the season. Nothing worth bragging about, nothing worth $30 million or whatever it was we paid him for. I just hope, I pray that Wesley Matthews is not the same. I hope he is not Danny Green 2.0. But as of right now, every single game Wesley Matthews has played, he's been looking like Danny Green 2.0. There's no if and buts about it. There's no hiding around it. None of that. He's got to play better. I don't know if something's ailing him. If something's ailing him, he doesn't need to be out there, making a fool of himself, because he's looking bad. He's looking pretty bad out there. He can't throw a rock in the ocean. I mean, I can count how many times LeBron James passed him a wide open 3 and he just clanked it. Just, get it together, Wesley Matthews. That's all I can say. Marc Gasol, after putting together a great performance last night, he was kind of lackluster tonight. Nothing to write home about. Montrezl Harrell, no energy from him tonight, which is surprising because he normally brings hustle every single night. The guys just didn't have it. Every single other player had dead legs tonight. So we can use the excuse of, it was a back-to-back, and the Portland Trail Blazers are an explosive offensive team which can drain you. Or we can hold our guys accountable, and say that they could at least have put up a better performance than what they did. Yes, it's understandable it's a back-to-back, but only 3 guys showing up, that's somewhat unacceptable. So it's not going back to the drawing board, nothing like that, because the Lakers know what they need to do. A couple of guys were just cold tonight. THT got him a lot of run tonight, which I was glad to see. He didn't get a chance to make that much of an impact. I think he had like 6 points, made a couple of decent plays. Kyle Kuzma very cold tonight after having a good game yesterday. So just a bunch of guys just not in rhythm tonight. And it's okay. It's okay. It's just one game. With that being said, you don't want to fall behind, even though it's early in the season. In the West, you do not want to lose too many games, whether it's early, mid-season, or towards the end of the season. Any of those losses can come back to haunt you in the Western Conference. So we have to be very, very wary of that. It's not any type of panic mode, but you still want to have a little bit of urgency about yourself when competing in the Western Conference. So I think I got everything that I wanted to talk about, and I just have to get back with y'all when the Lakers bounce back after the next game. And I'll see y'all then. Peace.
Life in the fast lane, moving at the speed of life, and I can't slow down. Only got a gallon in the gas tank, but I'm on